Everybody, welcome to part 2 of the Raphael stance guide / general guide I'm making piecemeal because why not? In this video, I'm going to discuss area gambit and instant preparation. So if you remember the last video, and if you haven't, watch it please. Area gambit is this stance right here with this green auto GI. What makes this stance on its own decent is take this situation. You have 1B. So say he does that, 1B into AA. 2A will beat him, so to speak. It's a -2 entry, so you need an I-16 move to clash with the A. And so that also means, oh, I can do BB, but then again, since I have an I-10, I'm going to be able to beat you out in speed. So, how do I beat 2A without extending the reversal edge? Enter area gambit. This beats lows, ideally 2A. So this is a great defensive measure in preparation offense if you know that the opponent's going to react with a 2A, which is generally a decent reaction to have to preparation because it tech crouches, it's quick, and it really just nets you out of the danger zone most of the time. So that's why you have area gambit right here. It's actually very formidable. And two more things before I go on to instant prep that I forgot to mention from the previous video was prep 6K and reversal edge. Prep 6K is unsafe. It's unsafe horizontal mid kick, which on hit doesn't really give you much, but on counter hit and combos gives you a bit more. So say they're stepping, bam, 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 bam. Very good damage on counter hit, and if you're in soul charge, you also get a prep 6KK, which jails on block at -4, so also a solid thing to do. We'll get to some of that stuff later. Cute little combos. So just want to get that out of the way. Reversal edge in prep does less damage than normal reversal edge, just 30 on its own, but prep for reversal edge is 20. Back in vanilla, being able to get huge dividends on reversal edge was very important, but since they nerfed it and it kills your guard gauge, it's not as effective. It's more like a emergency break, like, oh crap, I miscalculated, let's finish this up. You know, let's end this and try to force another situation where it's mathematically in my favor. Also, good to know, say you whiff, this is a good fallback in the whiff. If you whiff again, you can just cancel it, which is a little difficult. It'll take time. You've got to cancel it back into area gambit, into preparation, into reversal edge, which leads me to instant prep. This is the stuff Raphael players love to cream themselves about when describing how interesting and complex his character is, and it's kind of true. Instant preparation is a catch-all phrase, and when you're going from aerial gambit back to prep as quickly as possible. And when you do that, the frames are in your favor for some interesting extensions. For example, your I-10 punish is 6 BB, correct? 18 damage, that's kind of crummy. Well, if you utilize instant prep, so 6B can go into aerial gambit, which means can also go into preparation. So 6B can turn into 6 instant prep BB, which gives you 26 damage. So this is one of the main instant prep links you should familiarize yourself with, is 6B into that, or 6B instant prep. This becomes very good to tack on damage from other hits. Like for example, you're in a neutral game, you peck them with 2-2A, or 2-2A, bam. This little horizontal hive that did 12 damage turned into 38. Or this double hit right here turned into 53 or 52, depending on the angle. You get what I mean. Same with aerial gambit AG or AB. You also get your I-10 extensions from that. Shadow evade A counter hit. You also get your extensions from that. Which I guess I'll go into as well what an I-10 instant prep link looks like in a counter hit situation. So mind you can just do that for 51, or you can go into instant prep and get a knockdown for more damage. Which can also in Soul Charge net you gigantic dividends off a horizontal mid. You know, that's 65 in solid Okazemi on a horizontal mid. So this is the point where if you're trying to maximize your damage with Raphael, instant prep is the path to take. Because with these instant prep links, you're turning all these little bits of damage into higher bits of damage. And remember, Raphael wins a lot of his matches through attrition, and maximizing your damage output on these tiny exchanges will really make the difference. So please learn instant prep. It's easier said than done. Some of these prep links are easy, some are harder. So the most popular, I don't know, most popular, but a very common prep link is Wall Rising BB. This is your I-12 crouch punish. And from that, you can go to Aerial Gambit, which means you can also go into preparation. From this, though, you have a few frames to choose your punish, so to speak. You can go with easy, and mind you, this is a very common misinput. If you do the forward too fast, you're going to get Aerial Gambit B, which on hit isn't bad, because you get a force block and good guard damage, but if it's on block, you're hanging yourself. So you gotta be consistent. Man, when you get like these random jump kicks by mistake, that's how you know you're doing it too fast. Anyway, so you got Wall Rising BB, you got about 6 frames here to make a decision in terms of what punish you want. You can go with Wall Rising BB and enter prep again for pressure, or you know, Shadow Evade for pressure. You can do BK, which I didn't mention in the last video. BK does a tiny bit more damage. So, you know, you got 26 or you got 30. But the problem with BK on normal hit is that it's -2, so you're giving up your turn almost by going for this extra damage. By the wall, however, you get some good stuff. Mind you, I-10 poke giving you wall splats. That's ridiculous. Many people go with 2A plus B for the combo extension. I personally do not like it because you're flipping positioning for damage. I opt for an easy 1K because they're not going to be able to tech it, and you maintain relatively the same positioning, for which then you can start poking them again. Anyway, so same can be kind of applied while rising BK, but honestly, you shouldn't be doing that combo by the wall unless you didn't expect a hit and you don't have enough time to confirm the right combo. Going back in, you have your critical edge, which is where instant prep becomes very important, because now your little wall rising, you know, your I-12 wall rising punish just netted you a 4th life. You should do 90 in vanilla, rest in peace vanilla Raph, but you get it. That's a lot of damage of an I-12 crouch punish. As you see, that's indicative of a misinput. And then you have the 1 frame link here for 46. Prep KK will combo off Wall Rising BB naturally. And you also gotta delay the B if you want the just frame. So this is a tall order to fill consistently in a match. Practice makes perfect, mind you. But this is something you gotta learn if you want to maximize your exchanges with Raph. Like Asvel 1A, for instance, -12, obnoxious low. Raphael gets all this on that. Very important. Although, I don't think... Okay, Raph does have one. This move is not perfect, however, because it does not Okay, I'm wrong. I guess while okay, I'm sorry. What I'm trying to demonstrate is that while rising BB does not force standing on normal hit, or in most cases a guard punish. So that's where you have to enter while rising B slide K, which is this dumb thing. But that's not indirectly related to what I'm talking about. Give you an idea of what this move is capable of by the wall. Granted, wall angle plays a big proponent in this, as you see, so don't expect a lot of consistency here. You can get all sorts of good stuff. Off a Wow Rising 12 punish. Come on, guys. Come on. And it just gets better in, it gets even better in Soul Charge, believe me. So that's how that kind of works. And then the other most common prep link you're going to be doing is the BBB link. The 3rd hit here, you cancels into Aerial Gambit, which of course, Area Gambit, excuse me, which means it also goes into preparation. This is primarily used as a combo extension tool or as a way to enact guard pressure on a hit. Because the third hit is high and you can duck it very easily. But if you get the first 2 hits of BB, which are NC, so these are NC, they'll always hit. The third is a force block, which then you can use to implement a frame trap with prep. Or just, you know, go for something else in area Gambit, or just don't go entirely and reset to neutral. But this is, I feel, the most difficult link to learn because the timing is nuanced. It's not instant, because you got to be able to get the timing of the BBB and then time the prep correctly. But as I've demonstrated in my videos, a successful BBB prep conversion gets you all that. That's 61 compared to just mash B. You're losing a lot of damage there. So this is a very good thing to know. Kind of going back into the realm of I prep. If you get these stuns, prep K then becomes a launch. Not a launch, but as you see, you get like a very clean wall splat there. So it's very important to be able to link I prep to get max damage. Like, for example, if you're really sharp, you can get stuff like this. I flubbed it, but you get that. You get what I'm trying to demonstrate there. Little tidbits about this. If you're getting BBB splats by the edge or by the wall, you can you have like a split second to realign. So I can kind of move a little bit to try to align them better. Sometimes it doesn't work, which it just is what it is. Yeah. Sometimes you get late splats like that. You can get creative with your combos. Yeah, that's instant prep. This is one of the keys to unlocking the character. It's instant prep. Just for an example, get this wall splat. RCC. That's 146. That's well over half-life. And this is also fairly inconsistent with its splats, but again, for demonstration, how much damage you can get if you get your prep links on point. 200! 200! Good God, that's amazing. So yeah, that is instant prep, at least in terms of its offensive capabilities. I'll quickly go over some of the defensive capabilities. So let's take 6B here, your I-10 poke. You can do a lot with 6B. You can like poke and then retreat, and then like set yourself up for a shadow evade. Or you can just use it as a frame trap, because you can do 6B, 6BBB, 6B into instant prep, which is where the fun starts. Because it depends how much the opponent wants to, you know, screw with your rhythm to get their offense going. Let me just demonstrate how strong this move is when you do it perfectly. +2, a +2 I-10 poke. Are you kidding me? That's amazing. Especially when you have all these other like attractive, safe options in prep. Very attractive stuff to do. Very attractive. Definitely gonna get all the Tinder likes. Just saying. Fun fact, 22AA can also go into area Gambit on its own, which also can go into prep. I don't know the exact application of this, because you can go into instant prep from area Gambit here and get a combo, but you're only getting the B. It's also janky to do. I haven't practiced it. But yeah, I don't know the exact thing, but if you could find a use for it, by all means, share it in the comments below and educate the world. So yeah, it pretty much goes up saying instant prep is the key to victory in many circumstances. It changes your decent damage output to giant damage output. For what you're trying to do, anyway. The more lethal hits, the better. Yeah, honestly. Even in your guard damage lethal hits, it's important. As the buffer eats my input. 'Cause now you're turning that into 87. As opposed to if you want for the easy combo, you can mash B repeatedly. That's